Welcome back in. It's the season finale of the Journey House College Sports Show, powered by Waterstone Bank, presented by Sewer Ninjas, right here on 97.3 The Game. With that, we're going to jump to the PellaWI.com talk and text line and bring in the head coach of the now national champions over at MATC, Randy Casey, joining us. Coach, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
We're doing great. Thanks so much for jumping on and joining us. Congratulations on the championship. It's an interesting road to get to where you got to. What was it like to go through that journey, that process with this team?
Oh, I mean, I don't know if words can express everything. Didn't start off too well in the season, but hit our best, games starting in the region playoffs, and, it ended up taking us to a national title.
When you look at this team, and okay, so you mentioned that you didn't start at your best, but what were the characteristics of the team that you think it kind of fell back on, that it pulled from is probably a better way, that allowed them to make this run?
I think it was the belief in themselves. We went through some rough times, but they knew what we were capable of, and they just kept working hard to get where we got.
Coach, talk a little bit about the guys from that 18-19 season, or excuse me, not 19-20 season, where it got cut short because of the pandemic. And we were talking a little bit about how, Wisconsin was rallying that particular season and no one got a chance to see it come to a conclusion. And for a lot of those guys, in looking at whether we're looking at news articles or social media posts, a lot of them kind of felt like they were a part of this group, feeling as if that their opportunities were thwarted, obviously, because of the pandemic. So you had a little extra support from some guys who had played for you in the past.
Most definitely. It just shows to me what our program is about, right? We preach family all the time. Our staff is made up of a couple extra ex-players. My associate head coach has been with me for 18 plus years. My father on the staff, and to show those guys continuing to support our program, it just shows that the true family of what our program is about.
When you're out there recruiting and trying to find the next set of athletes that are going to come in, probably a lot of athletes that from the beginning aren't looking at MATC. What is it that you're able to bring them into? And man, I'm sorry, this is a crappy question. Let me start over. Okay, I guess it's the last show, Coach. I'm so sorry. But when you're trying to bring these athletes to MATC, what is it that gets them in the door? That's way better. Let's start there.
Obviously, people want to be part of a winning program, right? That's the biggest thing. And how can this program help them continue on at a 4-year level? In the last 5 years, our program has went 131-22. So guys see that and want to be a part of a winning culture and know that winning's going to help them get to where they want to go as well.
Coach, what did it mean, if you can put it into words, when you were named Coach of the Year for the N4C? It's got to help not only with recruiting, but it's got to be a nice pat on the back for the level of success that you just talked about with that program there at MATC.
It does mean a lot. It just shows that, the players that have played for me, that are willing to buy into what we want to do as a program, right? As good a coach as you are, right? You have to have the players that buy into what you want to do, that make those things possible, right? So it's a testament to those young men and buying into our program.
One of the questions that I'll try to ask decently this time, so we'll see if that actually happens. But, looking into next season, a while ago, Mike McCarthy, when he was with the Packers, he said, we're not defending our championship. We're hunting for a new one, which I thought was really sound to say. So looking into the next season coming up, what's your approach going to be to kind of maintain this incredible success you've had for so long?
It's just putting in hard work and knowing and explaining to them that nothing is guaranteed. Just because we did the things we did this year, that's not guaranteed for next year.
Sure.
That's not guaranteed for the year after that. We have to work hard for everything that we're going to earn, and knowing that we have a target on our back, because now everybody's going to want to knock off the national champions, right? So we're going to have to work and know the expectations that are out in front of us.
Hey, Coach, one final question for you. Has the idea really affected MATC with regards to things like NIL and other Division 1, 2, and 3 programs coming in and trying to maybe grab some athletes a little bit earlier? I know we're on a 2-year program at MATC, but has your program been affected at all with guys who have maybe had some success in year one, where those Division 1, 2, or 3 teams are coming in and trying to grab them maybe a year early?
I think you have all ends of the spectrums, to be honest with you, with the transfer portal and things like that. Being a 2-year school, sometimes it's now a 1-year school for both ways, right?
Right, sure.
Coming in, transferring back, all those things where we've always had a tough time with. You think by the time after 2 years are done, they're finally in that groove of exactly where you want them to be in your program, and they're gone. Well, these days with all the things going on, sometimes that's only 1 year. So we just have to adjust and keep doing the things we do and helping these young men reach their goals.
Coach, yesterday was National Beer Day. How did you celebrate that, and how did you celebrate your title?
It's kind of been a whirlwind since we've been back. We've had a lot of love from the city and different places wanting us to be in, come talk to us. With being Good Friday yesterday, school was closed, so it was really a time for me to just sit back and reflect on the journey that we had, what we actually accomplished. So it was just a day to sit back and take it all in.
Very well said. Coach, congratulations on the national championship. Congratulations on being named Coach of the Year. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. It was great talking to you.
Thanks for having me. Take care, guys.
All right. That's Randy Casey, the head coach at MATC, as we noted, coming off of the national championship, getting some Coach of the Year honors, which is nice to see college basketball again in this fair city of ours, kind of gaining some relevance nationally.